Hi Flosstube, Cynthia here, the Intuitive Stitcher, and I'd like to welcome everyone who's watching to my channel. I want to thank my subscribers, and to those of you who are new to my channel, those of you who are newly subscribed, and I appreciate that you're here. I love reading comments, so comment away, and if you like my Flosstube, you can give me the thumbs up on my page. And I like seeing all of that. The first thing I want to talk about is the I've heard other Flosstubers mentioning this, that there's a spammer out there, or spammers, who, when there's a giveaway, maybe even not, I don't know how they do it, but they comment on your comment saying that you won a giveaway or you won something, and to click on a link. Please don't click on any links, because that's not what I do. I usually mention your name in the comment to email me, or I just say it in my Flosstube video that you are the winner of such and such a pattern. So don't answer any kind of spammer that might say, you know, you won, because that's not the case. I want to talk about, oh, well, don't forget to hit the like button. I probably said that if you like my video. And if there's something different that I can do, please comment, and I'll see what I can do. So I want to announce my winners from last Flosstube, and the first piece that I had, the pattern I had, you were to say the word bunnies. It's a Jan Lynn cross stitch pattern called ABC Bunnies. This is the pattern, and there is the winner, Pat Hansen. So Pat, if you're watching, I will have my email address in the description box. Email me and I will send this off to you. Email your address to me and I will send this off to you. Pat Hansen, congratulations. Also, I heard one Flosstube person say that she's not responsible if something gets lost in the mail, but if that would happen, I would also say just let me know, and I can see if I have something similar to send out. The winner for the watercolor Easter eggs is Stitching by the River, and that was this pattern. Stitching by the River is the winner. She mentioned the word eggs in the comment section, so Stitching by the River. Again, send me an email, and my email address will be in the description box. You are the winner of the watercolor Easter egg. So it's pretty. I don't know if you can see it very well, but because there's it's a photograph on the pattern, so it's shiny, but it'll be pretty when it's finished. So those are the prizes. I'll have 2 more giveaways later in the video. I also want to thank one of my winners. Her name is Jennifer, and she won a prairie school pattern. And Jennifer sent me this cute little card, a thank you note with sheep. And when I saw this sheep, it made me laugh, because my grandson used to watch a program called Shaun the Sheep. And I love that program, because it's all about sheep and a farmer and a dog. And I really used to enjoy watching that. I don't even know if it's a show anymore. It was just a half-hour show, and it was probably on maybe Nick Jr. or something like that. But anyway, when I saw that sheep, it made me laugh, the white one, because I thought of that program that we used to watch. And I just remember me and him laughing over that one. So, Jennifer, thank you for the really nice note. And I can't wait to see what you're doing with the Prairie Schooler pattern. And I hope you share that with us. If you do, when you do finish it and you send me a picture of it, I can show it on my video. So, all right, now we're going to talk about WIPs, my works in progress. I did work on a few. I haven't done a lot of stitching because I've been tired lately. I don't know if it's the weather or I've had problems with my thyroid. I think that now it's finally level, so I'm hoping that I'm not so tired anymore. But it usually takes a while. I've been through this before. So what I did work on, gathering berries. This is designed by Misty Purcell, and it's Luminous Fiber Arts. That is the picture, gathering berries. And I did work on that. I was hoping to finish it, but I didn't quite get there. I do want to finish it. And that's where I am. So I did a lot up here. I'll hold it back so I can see. I came up here and I did more of this, I think, and I started the bird. I do have a mistake. So instead of 4 rows at the top, I have 5. So I'm not taking anything apart because if you see the back, I started that in the beginning, so I am not going to even attempt to take it apart. I'm just going to come up the side here and do the 5 rows. So that is gathering berries. There's a close-up. I'm using 2 strands of floss, and don't ask me why I should have just gone with the variegated. I am using DMC 816 and 498, 1 each, putting them together, and I'm using 28 count linen. So that is gathering berries. Let me hold it back here so you can see the whole thing. So maybe by next Flosstube, I'll have it finished. I do want to try to finish that one. The next WIP that I worked on is a piece that I got from my cousin. She is a cross-stitcher, was a cross-stitcher and a quilter, and she decided that she no longer wanted to cross-stitch. She wanted to do her quilting, so she gave me a lot of patterns that she didn't know what to do with. So I divvied them up between friends, cousins, and I'm giving them as giveaways also. So this is called Winter Nights Blue Whale Designs. I'm not doing the snowman. I'm doing the trees and the road that you see there and the house. This is done on 28 count linen. And I'm using DMC. It's like a navy blue, number 939. So this is it. So I did the outline. I did this part here, and then I thought I was going across this way, and I thought, well, I want to see something. So I came down so that I can see the outline of the tree. And, oops, you'll see that. The outline of the tree. So I did work on that. That's a nice piece to work on. So it's just done with blue. No other colors. I'm not going to do the snowman. So when I do finish this piece, the house, then maybe I'll have this pattern as a giveaway because I don't think that I'm going to do the snowman. My next work in progress is Peppermint Purple Sal for 2023. You did see, and I'll show it later, my Peppermint Purple Sal for 2020. I finished that, and I showed it to you last Flosstube. I wanted to share that with my embroidery group before it goes off for framing, so I'm going to be taking it to my framer next week. But this is the 2023 stitch along. And if you can see it, the fabric is like a green color. And I'm doing dark green. Sorry, let me get closer. This is black work, and it's Peppermint Purple. The Stitch Along, Peppermint Purple Sal. She has a Facebook page. Her name is Claire Ardali, A-R-D-A-L-I. And I decided to do the 2023 Sal. I'm behind, of course, because I think we're on week 5 or 6. But that's where I am. And it doesn't matter to me that I'm behind, because the patterns are downloaded, so I download them and then print them so that I can go at my own pace. Like I say all the time, I'm a slow stitcher. So, and this is the color that I'm using. It's number 699, and that is DMC. So that is the 2023 Stitch Along. Facebook, she's on Facebook. If you're interested, just go on Facebook. And she also has a website. So what I'll do in the description, I'll link her Facebook page and the website. In case you're not on Facebook, you can always look at her website. So, and that's a free Sal. They all, each year, they're free. Now, she has really pretty patterns on her website, so if you're interested in that type of stitching, check it out. The next thing that I was working on is my embroidery group is going to be having an exhibit at it's like a museum, starting in November. And for the museum, in their gift shop, we usually make little things to take and sell, and then we get part of the profit from what they sell. And the exhibit is November until I think January. It's 3 months. So, and this is what I've been doing. It's small pieces because it's going to be an ornament. So I started this. And then another friend of mine who does stitching, I said to her, I'm involved in the setup, and she is, and 2 others. But I said to her, I can do all this, but you have to finish it. And she said, oh, of course I will. So she might do it in a circle, or put a small hoop around it and finish it with frilly things. But this is from My Favorite Things. This pattern is from My Favorite Things, which I'm also working on. And the ornaments, that's what I'm doing. And then I think I'm also going to do the Christmas tree. And it's cute. And then she can finish it whatever way she wants, and then that would be sold. Now this is, I haven't touched this in quite some time. It's on Even Weave 28 count, and these are a few of my favorite things. So since I have it out, I thought I would show you. Many of you have probably seen it already, but those of you who are new have not. So this is what I'm working on, and I'm sorry for that thread, but there's the stocking and the tree. I did mess that up, so I had to pull some things out and start over, and then that's kind of when I put it away. So that is My Favorite Things, and it's Sue Hillis Designs. So it'll be pretty when it's finished. But I thought I would show you, and I have all the called for DMC. I usually use DMC. Most of my projects are DMC. So So I showed you Gathering Berries, I showed you the Winter Nights House, the Peppermint Purple Cell I showed you for 2023, and the Peppermint Purple Cell I'm doing on 14 count Ada. I don't think I mentioned that. And she has 2 layouts for 2023, layout 1 and layout 2. I'm doing layout number 2. Okay, the next thing that I started, I didn't get very far because when I get all of my material together, I put my linen or my Ada out and I find the middle, and then I put it in a hoop because I like working in a hoop. I don't like working in hand because my stitches are tighter when they're in a hoop. I don't have control of my stitches if I do it stitching in hand. I have done stitching in hand and I'm not real pleased with the way it looks. So this is Portrait of Veronica by Nora Corbett. It's a Miribilia. I've always liked her. I think she's pretty. So I did start. I only have a little bit of a start, so don't laugh because it's not very much. Now you're going to see a dark green thread. That's the center of that dark green right there is the center, and I'll take that out. But anyway, I started her. I didn't get a lot done, but I did want to put some stitches in, so I did. And that is her. The colors are pretty, and I'll show you the colors. I got them all together. I just like the green. Oh, this is the color I'm using now for what I've been starting to stitch. But there's a lot of greens, of course, and so I like the colors. I like the greens. And it's funny because I'm doing the peppermint purple and green, so I think it'll be pretty, and I'm excited to get working on that, which I'm sure that I will keep working on that until next Flosstube. I want to get more done with that one. So that is my first Miribilia. And that is done on 32 count linen, and the linen is called Sapphire. And that was called for because I ordered everything from 123 Stitch. I ordered the pattern, I ordered the beads, I ordered the floss, and I ordered the linen that went with it, which was called Sapphire. My next piece that I'm working on, this is a gift that will be for my daughter and my granddaughters. It's called Mini Dark Waters. It's my first Heaven and Earth design. This is a copy of the photo. I have the original put away because I like to work on a copy. Like, here's all the colors, and you know, I like the printing it off and doing the paper copy. So I just printed the front. It is Heaven and Earth design, Mini Dark Waters, and that is the picture. I'm doing this on 25 count easy grid is what it's called. Now, I usually work on this when I'm at my granddaughter's. I get them from the bus during the week, and I go and sit until their mom gets home, my daughter. So I'll usually pull this out and work on this. So you can see the lighter here. I didn't do a whole lot, maybe a couple hundred stitches. So, and this is just, that will be hidden when it's framed. This is something I tried at on the corner here. I tried 2 strands and I decided I was going to use 1. So this is it. But when I was looking at it this week, I thought, I want to get to some of the other things, like the other colors. So I might almost be to the lighter colors. So that will be good for me to see something light. I do like working on the 25 count gridded, it's called Easy Grid, White Gray Lugana. I do like working on that, so that's a piece that I work on. Not every day that I'm with them, because sometimes my granddaughter, the youngest one, plays soccer, so when she has practice, I usually get their dinner ready, and so that she and my daughter can take off as soon as my daughter gets home from work. So I don't work on it every night, and when I do, it's usually maybe a half hour. So that is Mini Dark Waters. The next thing I did a little bit of work on is called Mason Jar Lineup. It's a dimensions kit. I did a little bit of work on this. This has half crosses, and I believe they call half cross tent stitch as well. I've been stitching since I was probably 15 years old, and I'm going to be 66 this month. So, but tent stitch was kind of new to me because I've always done full cross. So everything was in the kit for Mason Jar Lineup, and I did get a little bit done. I think what I need to do is, there is some back stitch, and I think that when I start doing the back stitch, then I'll be able to see the jar. Like, here's a jar, this is a jar, but I need to do some of the back stitch. What I did work on was over here, the tent stitch, or I guess you could say half cross. So I do like that. I like the colors. The person who is also doing this and is much farther than I am is Taryn Verlay. I think that's how we pronounce her name, her last name. Taryn, I like watching her Flosstube, so I'm going to put her in the description box too, so you can, if you don't know about Taryn, you can go and watch her Flosstube. I really enjoy watching her Flosstubes. She's doing that piece, and it looks really nice. She's much farther than I am. Let's do giveaway. Let's do a giveaway. All right. I pulled this from my cousin's stash that she gave me, and the first giveaway is going to be Amish Life, the Prairie Schooler, because I'm not going to do that. It's pretty, and you could do, even if you don't want to do the whole thing, you could separate them. So that is the Prairie Schooler, and all you have to do is, in your comment, just put the number 1. You don't have to put Amish Life, just put number 1. Second giveaway is the Gentle Life from Heartstrings. That is my second giveaway. That's pretty big. And let me tell you how the size of this one. On 14 count fabric, it's 10 inches by 7 inches, 10 inches wide by 7 inches high. On 18 count fabric, it's 8 inches wide by 5.5 inches high. The Gentle Life. And for this one, all you have to do is say number 2 in your comments. The number 2 is what I want to see. Those are the 2 giveaways for this time. So now I want to go into my plans. I'm sorry, my nose itches. I did get over COVID. So I had told you about that last time. My doctor put me on an inhaler, a steroid inhaler, which I didn't care for, called Advair Discus. And I was on that for almost 2 weeks. And then I didn't want to take it anymore because I felt that I was improving. It was a very dry cough. And I hear that with a lot of people who have COVID had this very dry cough. So I'm glad that I didn't need that for a very long time. So I'm feeling a lot better, and I'm just tired. So maybe the tiredness that I have just doesn't have to do with my thyroid. Maybe it has to do with recuperating from COVID. I am not contagious anymore, but I will wear a mask when I do go out in public, only because I missed seeing my grandson in South Carolina and my daughter and son-in-law because I was sick. So I'm planning on a trip at Easter time, and I don't want to be sick again and not be able to go. So I am wearing my mask. I pulled this out. It's a work in progress. Sorry, it's upside down. It is JBW Designs. Let me show you this one. I think that's only part of it. The rabbit alphabet. Let me show you the whole thing. JBW Designs, the rabbit alphabet. So when I show you my piece, I have all of this finished, and I'm up here at the G. I have that finished. So I only have a little bit to go. It's not going to be done for Easter, but I did pull it out today just to look at it, because I thought, what am I going to work on now until my next floss tube? So it's on a scroll frame. I'll put something behind it, but I'm sorry that I don't have, my board has something else on it. So this is the top. And what I'm going to do is unroll it. I don't want to take it out because I'll never get it back in. So let me unroll this. Now I'll try to do this as best I can. And I hope you can see it. That's the bottom. I think that is the very bottom. Sorry. There we go. That's the bottom, and then it comes up here, and I'm just going to let this fall. And I hope you can see it. And there I am at the top, near the top. Let me show you the top on here. That's where I am. So I have a little more to go up here. And I'm sorry that if you can't see it right because I don't have my paper. I apologize. I don't have anything here that's really plain. So I'm sorry, but next time I'll show you, I'll show it better. I'll go slow. I'll try to go slow. And then the bottom. There we go. Maybe for next time I'll take it out and let you see it. So that is JBW Design, the rabbit alphabet. I'm using the called for, it's 28 count linen antique white, and I am using the called for, which is, oh, you know what? I remember when I got it from a shop, a needle workshop, my LNS. She didn't have the called for. So I got, she suggested Weeks Dye Works. It's called Madison Rose. So it is variegated, and it's Week Dye Works, Madison. Oops, sorry. Is it time for bed yet? I'm getting sleepy. It's what, almost 7 o'clock? Weeks Dye Works is what I'm using. So, yeah. And then the pattern did come with little buttons. Oops. All different shapes of buttons. So I'm almost finished. And when I got it out to look at it earlier, I looked at it and I thought, oh my gosh, I didn't realize that I'm almost finished. So I really need to start working on that because it's pretty and it's a lot of work, but yeah, I'll work on that and get that finished. So, and then I'm going to work on Leslie Tier's Tea Time Birds. I showed you this last floss tube. I finally have all the colors. And I have my, it's 28 count even weave. It looks like even weave. It's from my stash. And all the colors I got. This is not on any kind of floss rings, but I don't even know why I'm showing you that because I can't handle that. It's like mush, not mush. Like, I don't even have it sorted on a ring. So, but I have all my floss. So I'll put all the floss on a ring and start that. But I think that's so pretty. And I think this was a freebie. If you go on leslietier.com, and I'll put that in the description box. You can look at that and see if it was a free pattern, but I think it was. I'm not positive, but it might have been. So, but I think that's pretty. And I do belong. I'm a member of her Facebook page, so I just like seeing everything that everybody is doing and working on. So, and then I only got a few stitches on this piece that a friend of mine bought for me. Sally, when I saw this at a retreat, it wasn't a retreat, it was like a full day of stitching. Silk Weaver Fabrics put this on, and Needleworker's Delight out of New Jersey had a, it was one day, I think now they're going to do 2 days. We had signed up for it, and when I saw this, she actually saw it and said, oh, look at this, and I said, oh my gosh, I've been wanting that. So this is a Heaven and Earth design. It's called My Sweet Valentine. Now, it's 28 count, and when I started it, I did a full cross, but the count for me is so tiny. I don't have a lot done on this, but I did get it out. I do want to do more on it. I'm sorry for the thread that's hanging, but I don't want to take that out. So that's all I have. It's not a whole lot, but it's a start. And do you see how tiny that 28 count is? But I'm starting off with purple, and it's a pretty color, so I want to get more finished on that. So I do want to work on that because it is gorgeous. And I'm starting at the corner up here. So I do want to get some more stitches on that. And I'll always work on the mini dark waters when I can, when I'm at my daughter's, watching my granddaughters. And then this is a piece I'm going to have framed. I'm going to take it to her, and many of you have seen this already. This is the Peppermint Purple 2020 Sal Stitch Along. So this is ready to go to the framer. It was ready before, but I wanted to show my embroidery group. And then I put that on the bottom, 2020 pandemic stitch along because it was during the pandemic in 2020. That's when I found Peppermint Purple on Facebook and a lot others, because I didn't want to be listening to the news on TV. There was nothing on TV, so I started finding Flosstube and things like this. So this is going to my framer this next week, so I'm happy about that. I don't know what I'm going to be working on. I have so many WIPs, and I have not done a WIP parade. I just have a lot. I have a lot of WIPs. So maybe I'll do a WIP parade. I don't know how you would all feel about that. Let me know if you want to see a WIP parade, because I do have a lot of things. And I would try to move it along rather quickly. I'm a slow stitcher, and I think I'm a slow talker too, because now we're on 35 minutes, and I thought this would be maybe 25 minutes. So anyway, thank you for joining me. I did have a visitor. I want to tell you a quick story. I had a visitor, a squirrel on my balcony. I live on the second floor, and the squirrel came back to visit me. I think she's the one that had the babies two years ago in the summertime. So she's really not afraid of me, but she likes to build a nest on my balcony. So what I did was I called my daughter over and I said, help me. I'm getting rid of everything that's there. Like I had a stand, a metal stand that I would put my plants on. So I said, we're taking all of that away because I don't want her to be able to build another nest. I don't mind that she's up here. She's not afraid of me. She just will sit on the railing and watch me. So we did do that. But she was climbing up on my screen. That's why I thought, oh, I can't have that. I can't be calling the office and telling them the squirrel has ruined my screen. And here what she was after, I don't have it with me. It's on the table over there to be put away. It is a winter greetings thing that you can hang up. I had that hanging on my door because it's a sliding door, and that's what she was looking at. I think she thought it was food or something, because she'd climb up and she'd just hang on the screen looking at this hanging thing that I had on the glass door, and I'd open up the door and I'd knock on it and she wouldn't move. Like I said, because she's not afraid of me, unless I, tap my feet or something. But so I thought, I wonder if that's what she's looking at, because maybe she thinks it's food. So I did take that down, and she hasn't been up. So and they have plenty of food to eat around the apartment complex, so I'm not really concerned. I did find something like half a piece of pancake laying on my balcony, so they are being fed. They help themselves. So anyway, I thought that was kind of cute, but I can't have her on my balcony again, having more babies. So anyway, I think that's it, and I'm sorry that I go on and on. If that bothers you, let me know, and I'll try to keep it short next time. It's almost on 40 minutes, so I apologize for the length of time here. I hope that everyone is doing well. It's hard, like when I understand when, as floss tubers, it's hard to say goodbye. It's hard to leave because, you're my viewers and watching me. So, but I hope that everyone is having a nice weekend and that your next week does go well. So thank you for watching, and if you liked my Flosstube video, give me a thumbs up, and if you have any questions, please feel free to ask, and of course I will answer your questions if I'm able to, and if I'm not, I will find the answer. So thank you so much, and have a great upcoming week. Bye.